when you look at this Knicks team, man, these guys got something special going on. They got real personality, real chemistry, and after what they did last season, there ain't much that needs changing. Yeah, they fell short, and now that pressure's sitting on Mike Brown's shoulders. But when you talk about a team built to win, that foundation's already there. 2 seasons back, New York's broke through to the conference semifinals. Last year, they went even further. First conference finals in over 2 decades. This squad flipped the narrative. Brunson hitting threes, the Garden going wild, and for the first time since 2000, the Knicks were staring at a finals run. This ain't the same old Knicks. This squad's modern, dangerous, and deep. Led by a coach who knows how to get every drop out his guys. With firepower and an East that's wide open, the Knicks got a shot to do something we ain't seen in years. They entered the 24-25 season with real championship talk. That offseason brought in Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns, 2 moves that turned them into contenders. Under Tom Thibodeau, they built grit and defense. It paid off. 51 wins, top 3 seed in 10 of their last 13. Round 1, they faced Detroit. Dropped game 1 at the Garden, then bounced back and won 4 of the next 5. Then came Boston, the defending champs. Everyone thought the Knicks were done. Instead, they stunned the league, taking that series 4-2 to hit their first conference finals in 20-plus years. Then came Indiana. The Pacers ended the run in 6, but that don't change the story. This was New York's best season in decades. Still, you could feel the missed shot. The Knicks had the squad to go all the way, but they never hit their ceiling. Depth killed them. Starters carried the load, most used lineup in the league. Once things slowed, there was no spark off the bench. Losing Hartenstein and DiVincenzo hurt. That was toughness, boards, clutch shots, all gone, and it showed. When your bench gives nothing, fatigue always wins. The Knicks saw it clear. They didn't need fireworks, just fine-tuning. Keep the core, fix the depth. A real bench can hold leads and even stretch them. That's the gap between contender and champ, so that's what they went for. They signed Jordan Clarkson on a vet deal, brought in Gershon Yabusele, added Malcolm Brogdon and Landry Shamet to battle for spots. Smart, low-cost moves that actually fill needs. That too. Clarkson might not drop 20 a night, like his Utah days, but he still cooks. Averaged around 17 off the bench, shooting near 40%. No one scored more bench points since 2020, over 4,500 total. 4 games with 40 plus, 17 with 30 plus. Straight microwave offense. For a team that ranked last in bench scoring, he's perfect. But he's 33 and injuries happen, so New York doubled up with Brogdon. Not flashy, steady. 9 seasons of 15-5-4 averages, can run the floor or play off ball. Yeah, his Washington stint was rough, but don't sleep. From 2022 to 2024, he shot 43% from deep. That's exactly the type of guard the Knicks were missing. Reliable, calm, playoff tested. He won Rookie of the Year and 6th Man of the Year for a reason. With him and Clarkson, the bench finally got stability again, something they've needed since Quickly left. The Knicks didn't stop there. They also signed Gershon Yabusele, a name that once sounded like a bust but turned into a comeback story. Back in 2016, he was a lottery pick out of France who barely cracked Boston's rotation. Just 2 points and 1 rebound a game, then bounced out the league. But he rebuilt himself overseas, China, then Europe, then Real Madrid. By the time the Olympics hit, he was showing out. Girtel. Yabusele dropped 22 on Canada, 17 on Germany, and 20 on Team USA. That got the league's attention again. Philly took a flyer on him, and it paid off big. He averaged 11 points, 6 boards, and hit nearly 38% from deep. When Embiid got hurt, Yabu slid into a small ball 5 role and held it down, stretching the floor, banging inside, defending multiple spots. Now he's in New York on a 2-year, $11.7 million deal. At 240 pounds, he's a big body who can guard, shoot, and space the floor. All things this team needed. Not flashy, but necessary. And with another strong Eurobasket this summer, he looks ready. None of these moves made huge headlines, but that's what makes them smart. They fixed the one thing that cost them last season: depth. Now, for the first time in decades, the Knicks don't just have a tough starting five. They got one of the deepest rosters in the league. But the biggest move came up top. After falling to Indiana, the Knicks made a bold call. They fired Tom Thibodeau. Even though he led their best run since 1999, the front office wanted a new voice. The coaching search was messy. They missed on a few names, but landed Mike Brown. Brown's resume speaks for itself. Two-time Coach of the Year, respected everywhere he's been. In 2020, he even interviewed for this same job before Thibs got it. A couple years later, he took over in Sacramento and completely changed their culture. First season, 48 wins, third seed in the West, and the Kings' first playoff trip in nearly 20 years. Their offense was historic, 118.6 points per 100 possessions, best since play-by-play tracking began. They also dropped 120 points a game, the most since the 80s. Brown won Coach of the Year by unanimous vote, the first ever to do that. The next season, Sacramento still hit 46 wins before he got let go after a slow start. Still, his impact was real, and don't forget, before that he coached LeBron's Cavs, had a stint with the Lakers, and won rings as an assistant in San Antonio and Golden State. Brown's now got a 4.54-304 career record. He's known for structure, pace, and player accountability, things this Knicks roster will thrive on. His first mission in New York, rebuild the offense. Under Thibs, it was all isolation. Brunson cooking on his own, slow tempo, heavy minutes. Brown's different. He preaches movement, spacing, and quick decisions. In Sacramento, his team led the league in pace. They weren't just fast, they were smart. Push the ball, move bodies, create easy looks before defense is set. That's what New York's been missing. Under Thibs, the Knicks ranked bottom 5 in pace every season, slow to get into their sets. Took over 4.5 seconds just to cross half court, one of the slowest marks in the league. That hesitation led to too many late clock shots. Nearly 22% of their attempts came in the final 6 seconds of the shot clock, and that number climbed in the playoffs. Under Brown, expect that to flip. His Kings got the ball across in under 4 seconds, fastest in the NBA. That kind of urgency opens up the floor, gets everyone involved, and creates rhythm. That's the difference. For years, the Knicks were tough, but incomplete. Now they got everything: stars, defense, shooting, and a bench that can hang. For the first time in 25 years, they're not just hoping to make noise, they're expecting to win. Last season's run lit a fire under New York. Madison Square Garden was alive again, that old school energy mixed with real belief. This year's about finishing the job. The East is vulnerable, the roster's balanced, and Mike Brown's got something to prove. If this team stays healthy, they can go all the way. So now the question's simple: are the Knicks true contenders or still one step away? Drop your take in the comments, hit like, and make sure to subscribe for more sports breakdowns. And if you like this one, check out the other videos on your screen right now. Because for the first time in a generation, New York basketball is back.